Welcome to this episode of the Dropout Multi Millionaire Podcast, where we talk about tactical business strategy, building high-performance sales teams, and growing your business. If you're ready to break free from the status quo and join the ranks of the mavericks, the rebels, and the renegades who refuse to conform and instead build multi-million-dollar businesses, then buckle up, because here we go. And we are back. Welcome to the Dropout Multi Millionaire Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Will, and today we are going to talk about failure. Now, I love this topic, failure, because as you've probably heard, the root of all success is failure. The challenge is that most people don't really understand the point of failing. I hear gurus all the time talk about, fail, fail, fail. The faster you fail, the closer you are to success. And I got to be honest, I call bullshit on that. Failure does not lead to success. Failure does absolutely not lead to success, okay? Failure leads to failure. Now you're sitting here saying, hold on a minute, Brian. You just said a second ago that failure is the root of all success. And that is true. It's the root of success, but it is not the failure that is going to lead you to the ultimate success. Here's the key. It is learning from the failure that is going to make the difference in your business and, quite frankly, in your life. Learning from failure is how you move forward, not the failing part. I talk a lot about your personal filter in my books, and your personal filter is developed through success and failure over time. Your personal filter is what makes decisions for you in your subconscious, behind your active thinking. Your subconscious, your personal filter is developed by the successes and failures you have over time. If all you ever do is fail, then all you will ever know how to do is fail. And that's a key. So your job as a business person, or in your job at work, or quite frankly in any area that you want to get better at, is when you fail to do a post-failure analysis. A post-failure analysis simply says, hey, this is what went wrong. How can I not do that again? Quite frankly, we also do post-success analysis. But in this case, I want you to do a post-failure analysis every time something goes wrong, figure out what you did wrong, and then don't do that again. That's called learning from failure. Now, how does this relate to business? I talk a lot about people who are either starting or scaling their business. And I also talk about this ladder. I call it the 100 steps to success. Wherever you are now, wherever you want to go, there are a set of failures or lessons that you are going to have to learn. And you're going to have to go through all of them, and that's just the way it is. How many you have to go through, however, depends on you. I don't know where you started. If you had money and a good education and the right parents and people helping you, you might get to start at lesson 50 on the scale of 100 lessons. If you had nothing, like me, my first book was called How to Start a Business with No Money, No Education, and No Clue. I started at 0. I had to go through all of them. Anybody can succeed as long as you're willing to go through every single lesson necessary, every single failure necessary to get you from where you are to where you want to be. In my case, I had a lot of lessons to learn. But the key was I kept pushing. I went through every single one of them until I figured it out. All right? Now, you can cry and whine about how many lessons you need to learn and why it's not fair and why somebody else succeeded faster than you. And at the end of the day, that is all irrelevant. Your success and failure will be dependent on how many lessons you have to learn, how many failures you have to go through, and how many times you don't quit, learn the lesson, do the post-failure analysis, and move on, okay? What did you do wrong? Don't make that mistake again. Here's how you can skip some of those lessons. You want to skip some of those 100 lessons? You're at 0, you want to jump to 50, or you're at 50, you want to jump to 100? It's really easy. Here's what you need to do. You need to find somebody who has been there and done that, somebody who has had the success that you're looking to have, and you need to bring them in as a coach or a mentor and let them help you. Let them show you the mistakes you're about to make. Let them steer you in the right direction, all right? Let them tell you what you're about to do wrong, and then don't do that. Now, part of this is going to be putting your ego aside. Part of this is that entrepreneurial ego that says, hey, I'm the entrepreneur. I have to be right. I have to have all the answers. I can't look like I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not going to take advice from anybody. I'm not going to listen. And that is the fastest way for you to have to go through every single one of those lessons. All right. You've got to put your ego aside. You've got to bring somebody in who can help you. You got to find somebody that has been there, done that will show you the mistakes you're about to make so that you don't have to make them. Then the next time that situation comes up, you just don't make that mistake again. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to make any mistakes again. You'll probably make mistake after mistake after mistake. You're going to have to learn lesson after lesson after lesson. But if you keep learning and not doing that again, eventually your success filter will kick in, your business will take off, things will start to rock and roll, and you will make a lot of money. That's when everything's going to click. That's when it's going to work, and that's how you succeed. Don't buy into this fail, fail, fail thing. That's not the key. It's fail, learn, fail, learn, fail, learn, and then succeed. That's how you become successful. So that's it for today. If you want more information, you can find everything at my website, brianwillmedia.com. There's also a free intro masterclass to my sales course called The Psychology of Sales and Negotiation. If you go to the website and enter the coupon code SALES, S-A-L-E-S, SALES, you can get that course for free. Check it out. If you have any questions, leave me a message on the website. And hope you guys come back for the next episode. And remember, you have to be in the game to win the game. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you would like to get more information on either one of my books or my one-on-one coaching programs, you can find me at brianwillmedia.com or thedropoutmm.com.